As someone who has worked in the jewelry industry for over 20 years, here are ways that I can tell that your man is not going to propose to you anytime soon based on how he acts in the jewelry store. And I want to offer this disclaimer before somebody gets blocked because y'all be pissing me off because you don't listen. If your man did these things and he still proposed to you, great. Love that for you. But you are the exception. You are not the rule. And you as one person does not compare to my over 20 years in the industry. So there you go. Number one, he just randomly takes you to a jewelry store and tells you to look for rings. 9 times out of 10, y'all just had an argument. You confronted him because you suspect him of cheating, or he was cheating and you called him out on it. He is trying to shut you up. What a great way to divert the conversation than to give a woman what she wants, which is marriage. Finally! Those men always say they're going to be back. They never come back because they weren't coming in there to actually get you a ring anyway. Number 2. Now, this is a tricky one, so before you get your panties in a knot, I need you to listen to me. If you're a young woman and you come in with a group of your friends and you're simply looking at rings because he might propose to you soon, he's not going to propose to you soon. Y'all are just in there basically just playing around and fantasizing. He probably didn't tell you to come in to look at rings at all. And you probably constantly bring up marriage to him all the time and he just kind of shakes it off. He's not really interested. And the woman who's looking for the rings always says to one of the friends something along the lines of, yeah, this is the one I want. In case he asks you, he's not going to ask you. They're just coming in, getting that Pinterest board of ideas ready for nothing. The third situation is if you walk in and he's kind of lagging behind you, off to the side, scrolling on his phone. If y'all have kids, he's more into the kids than into anything that you're saying. You, again, much like the prior example, are trying to beg him to finally pop the question. So you're forcing him to come into the jewelry store to look at rings that he's not going to buy you. This next one, just hear me out, okay? If y'all come in to look at rings and you're trying on rings and you're trying to get his input and you're showing him rings, but the only thing he's concerned about is, I just want to get your ring size. It's not necessarily because he already bought you one and he wants to know the size, although again, exception to the rule, that could be it, but it rarely is. Usually in this particular situation, he's realizing that he doesn't have enough money to get the type of ring that you're wanting. So of course, getting a ring size is free, and it also makes it seem like he's actually engaged in what's going on. And it's really sad because in this case, some way or another, something leads to one thing and the girlfriend finds out that price is an issue. And she starts to beg him and say, I'll take anything that you give me. I just want something. And that is so sad. In this situation, y'all need to leave and discuss and be on the same page. And you don't need to be desperate and begging no man to give you any fucking thing just to have something. But anyway, I digress. The next one is if he comes in with you and he's all of a sudden super generous. Hold on, don't get it twisted. But he's all of a sudden so happy and he's saying things like, you can try on as many rings as you want. Try on whatever you want. Try this on. Try that on. It's not because he's going to actually get you anything. How can I make it seem like I care without actually spending any money? That's right. I can tell you to try on every fucking ring in the store. Out of all my 20 years in the jewelry industry, only one man has ever actually come back and purchased what his girlfriend wanted and actually proposed to her in that particular scenario. The next thing, if at any time you are looking at rings together and he ever makes a joke of, well, if you act right, if you learn how to cook, if you learn how to clean more, break up with him. Break up with him. He is only into you because of what you can provide to him. He's not serious. He's probably only getting married because he's getting older and his friends and family are starting to tease him. Religious issues. He's faced with his own mortality. These types of men will more than likely end up cheating on you because they're not really with you for you. Next thing, now this guy might actually want to propose to you. So let's keep that in mind. But he's going to give you a headache for the rest of your life if you go through with it. If y'all come in and he is impossible, you find the ring that you love. He doesn't like it because it's leaning to the left instead of the right. The gold looks a little too gold. It's $49.99. Why can't it be $49.98? It's always little nitpicks and critiques. Nothing's perfect. Even if you tell him a ring is perfect, he doesn't think so, and he's just being so difficult, and he can never be satisfied even when you are. He's either trying to get out of it, or he's going to treat you like that throughout your whole relationship, and it's going to be controlling, and it's going to be frustrating, and it's going to be exhausting because he's going to nitpick like that about everything. Now, this one, let's talk about it a little bit. If he brings his mom with him, the mom is a big part of y'all's relationship. It's not just going to be two people in the relationship. Now, if he brings one of his boys with him, that's a little different. Chances are that friend is married and he's bringing that friend in for moral support, so he picks out the right thing because that friend also likes you too, and they want y'all to be together. But usually every time the mom comes in, she is orchestrating the whole thing. She doesn't necessarily get what the future fiance is going to like. She's usually going to get what she likes. And her opinion is going to be the opinion that matters. And the same thing is going to go for you guys' entire relationship. Next thing, if a man comes in with you and he says, money is no object, you can get whatever you want. People who actually have money don't say shit like that. And there actually is a budget. He's just not going to tell you that or the salesperson that because he wants to seem like he's big balling and in charge. He wants to make this big impression that everybody already sees through. And you're going to get super excited when you hear this. And you're going to try on the most expensive, the biggest and baddest because you're so excited. Oh my gosh, Sarah, shut the fuck up when you're about to tell me that you don't care. You'll get anything. I'm not talking about you then. But you're going to get excited. You're going to try on the most expensive, craziest thing in the store. You're going to live out your wildest wedding dreams. And you're going to start to notice that as time goes on, he's going to talk you down to the cheapest thing in the store that is one of your options, and you're not going to be happy about it, and you're going to accept it anyway because at least you're getting a ring, and you're going to have this look on your face that you don't think I can tell, but I can totally tell that you're disappointed. The solution to that would have been if he would have just been honest about the budget in the first place. Okay, let me know if you want a part 2.